Dreamworks Animation invites you to discover the secret of the greatest legends on Earth.
Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, surprise! Sandman, you know each other? He's still awake.
Knock him out.
Huh?
With the dream sand.
It's time for fear to rule the world. The children are in danger. We need help. Bring me Jack Frost.
Jack Frost?
There he is, Jack Frost. Santa, wow. I hope the Yetis treated you well.
Yeah. I love being shoved in a sack and tossed through a magic portal.
Oh, good. That was my idea. Everyone to the sleigh.
There's no way I'm climbing into some rickety old... Okay, one ride, but that's it.
Yeah! I hope you like the loop-de-loops.
I do like carrots.
Here we go!
By me.
You have something very special inside. I feel it in my belly. I say we pull out all the stops.
The Easter kangaroo's right.
The what? On the body. Let's go! Sandy? Sandy? Wake up! This is going to be epic! Dreamworks Rise of the Guardians.
Music! No music!
Rated PG.
Now, I know the first thing you're thinking to yourself. Where's the Owls of Ga'Hoole? Isn't this supposed to be a sequel to Legend of the Guardians? No, it's not. Sadly, there is no sequel to Legends of the Guardians, and I do mean sadly because that movie's fucking awesome. This one's pretty good, too. Welcome to Time About the Movies, and today we are taking a look at the 4 films that make up Thanksgiving weekend, November 21st, 2012, November 23rd, if you want to be specific on the actual Friday of the date, but you get the idea. Our first film is Rise of the Guardians, and it tells the story of the Guardians, North of Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, Bunny Mund of the Easter Bunny, and the Sandman, who enlist Jack Frost to stop Pitch from engulfing the world in darkness. The film features the voices of Chris Pine as Jack Frost, Alec Baldwin as Santa Claus, Hugh Jackman as the Easter Bunny, Isla Fisher as the Tooth Fairy, and Jude Law as Pitch. Whenever people talk about this movie, it's one of those films where, it's a movie that most people say is the holiday equivalent of the Avengers. You got all the big holiday icons coming together in this one big adventure, and they seem to be right on that, because, yeah, this is pretty much the holiday equivalent of the Avengers, and it's a really awesome movie, too. I mean, I was talking about how the year kind of started off kind of overall not as good for animated films, but surely as the second half of the year has come along, we've had some real winners here. Hotel Transylvania, Paranorman, Frankenweenie, Wreck-It Ralph, and now we have this film. And yeah, this film, nearly everything about this film works incredibly well. There's a lot of imagination and creativity in it all across the board. The characters, the designs, the settings, the visual effects they put in here, the overall fun factor in here. Watching this on a big screen was so fascinating to watch. You see all this effort that was being put on the screen. Excuse me. And it definitely shows on there. The voice cast overall is really good. Probably my 2 favorite characters in this were Alec Baldwin as Santa Claus and Chris Pine as Jack Frost. Chris Pine giving a great performance as Jack Frost, but Baldwin alone is so great as Santa Claus. He's really doing something very different than we're used to hearing from it. You can still hear it's his voice, but it's a more distinctive, different kind of Santa Claus than we're used to seeing, with a great Russian accent to him. I mean, not to say that everybody else in the cast is bad here. Everyone in here is perfectly fine in their roles. Baldwin and Pine, I thought, overall, were the best altogether. If there was one person in here I thought was a little, not really all that strong, I would say Jude Law as the villain here isn't really all that great in here. If I may paraphrase a little bit of Randy Jackson in here, his villainous role is a little pitchy. I apologize for that, but what other opportunity am I going to do with a character named Pitch, honestly? But I mean, the story overall is very good. It has a lot of heart to it. I love the way, while the pre-climax overall does take a lot from other movies in general, but it works very well. I do like the backstory they give to Jack Frost. I mean, he's basically given these powers because he was trying to save somebody he knows, and he falls through the ice, and essentially that's how he got his powers and all that. And if there's any major flaw I have with the movie, it's what I said before. there is a lot of predictability in the pre-climax. A lot of what happens is stuff we've seen happen in other kids' movies. You know the bad guy's going to lie to the main character to be on his side. You know the main character's going to fall out with the rest of the good guys before he discovers his true purpose. And you know the main character's going to learn his true purpose and use what he's learned in the final climax. And sure enough, that's what happens in this film, in this moment before the climax, which we've seen it done before time and time again. And yeah, this one, they do it in here, and it's not really all that great, but the climax overall is very fun. I like the fact that it's not just the Guardians facing off the bad guys. They actually get the kids involved, and it does lead to a really good payoff at the end, and a pretty dark way for the villain to go out on here. I like the way they took that character out. I mean, I thought that was actually very well done. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best animated movies of the year, easily. And a very underrated holiday classic, honestly. Nobody really ever talks about this movie anymore. You barely see it on TV anymore. And it's hard to believe, because this is something that could have easily been playing all year long on TV. Not just at Christmas time, but, you know, Valentine's Day as well, Easter, you know, all these different elements here. Maybe not Valentine's Day, but you get the idea. Like, this is a movie that could have easily been playing on TV numerous times during the holiday season. It did for a little bit after it came out, and then it's kind of faded out of obscurity. And honestly, nobody really ever talks about it anymore. And it's a bummer, because it's a really, really good movie. That one of DreamWorks' more underrated films. I highly recommend checking this one out. If you haven't seen it, seek this one out. It's definitely one that you have to see. Rise of the Guardians is a terrific, terrific film.